Car combat games have been back on the rise, especially since the release of Twisted Metal for the PS3. And online arena first-person shooter games are really a dime a fucking dozen these days. Wheels of Destruction World Tour attempts to merge these two genres into one title, but in the end fails to live up to either standard. Games like Twisted Metal, quite honestly, are already a far step ahead because right out of the box it includes a full story-driven single campaign. Wheels of Destruction single player amounts to little more than Anyways, it amounts to little more than a handful of what are essentially tutorials against brain-dead AI drivers on the same 5 arena-style maps used in the multiplayer, using the same 3 different match types. In other words, the single-player experience on hand here is just a bot-filled fucking training mode for the multiplayer and nothing more. You bastard, you shot my fucking wheel off. Come here, you son of a bitch. Ah, god damn it. 7th shall have his revenge, you piece of fucking fuck. Hell, at least Unreal Tournament 3 single player had a story to follow. This game doesn't have jack fucking shit. The game's developer, Gelid Games or Gelid Games or however the fuck they want to pronounce it, they've been very vocal in bragging and comparing this new release to Unreal Tournament, of all things, talking up the supposed class system. But if you think you're going to head out onto the field in a tow truck with guns and act as some kind of a mechanic for your team, think again. The class system amounts to nothing more than selecting your car type at the beginning of every match. There's 5 different cars available, but the only discernible differences I could find are speed and durability. The acceleration and top speed can vary somewhat, and the amount of damage it can take varies somewhat. And that's it, other than, of course, the look of the vehicle. This is their supposed class system. It doesn't really have anything to do with developing your quote-unquote character. You don't build up, stats or anything like that. It's just bare bones deathmatch or capture the flag or team deathmatch combat. That's all there is. There you are, you fuck. I'm coming for you. Yeah, have one of these right up your ass, you piece of... Yeah, you didn't like that, did you? Control-wise, this game seems to have been designed before the advent of dual analog sticks. Bucking the trend of the steer with the left stick, turn the camera with the right stick mechanic that's been in place for racing games for over a goddamn decade, the developers for some reason decided to merge the two into the left stick. Son of a bitch, I fell off that cliff again. What the fuck is up with that launch ramp? Whenever you turn your camera, that's where the car goes, which instantly causes anyone who has played a single damn racing game since the PS1 came out. What the fuck? And see, this is what I'm talking about. I'm having this much trouble just trying to get out of a dead fucking end. Look at the way the camera's doing me. God damn it. Back the fuck... Come on. Can't even get out of the fucking door. Look at this fucking shit. 5-1 and there's only 1 player on the red team. And the reason that we're losing right now is because I keep getting thrown off the fucking cliff by that goddamn launch ramp. Anyway, where was I? I remember. Which causes anyone who has played a racing game since the PS1 came out to quickly become disoriented as their car seems to want to bash into the nearest fucking wall while the camera turns sideways, as you just saw. Adding to this disorientation is the fact that the game tends to want to auto-correct the camera angle to behind the car. But there's a good second to half a second delay before this happens. So you'll smash into a wall, the camera will turn to look at the side of your car. You try to right yourself and the camera's still looking at the side of the car. Come here, you... Ah ha ha ha! Got you again, you redneck fucking son of a fucking motherfucker. I'm gonna get you again too. Where are you at? Come on, come on. Ah ha 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 ha! You gotta try harder than that, son. As I was saying, when you get stuck like that and try to right yourself, the camera's still looking at the side of the car for 3 seconds before finally moving back behind the vehicle. And if you get stuck in a corner, like you saw me get stuck earlier, it just makes everything really exasperating and frustrating to the point of distraction. I mean, here you are, someone could come running around the corner and get you at any second, and here we go again. You know, I was just trying to turn around, and I got stuck. Now the camera's in front of me. It's a pain in the ass. I mean, anyone that's watching this can see that I'm kind of having to struggle to get it. Oh, come here, you fucker. Come here. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? God damn it, now I'm stuck against the wall again. Come on, back up. Piece of shit. Camera. God damn it. Come here, you fucker. Come. Get up. Oh, you blew my wheel off, you goddamn prick. Alright, where's a health pack? I know there's one around here somewhere. I'll get back to the review, I promise. Hang on. Health. Finally, some health. Now I'm gonna go kill you again, you piece of shit. Because of these glaring control issues, there's no way to accurately aim at your opponents, regardless of which weapon you're using. And yeah, there's only 5 to choose from, so they fucked that up too. So rather than fix the steering wheel control problem, the developers seem to have just thrown their hands up and said, fuck it, and put everything on auto-lock aim. Yeah, let me repeat my fucking self. Come here, you son of a bitch. You ran from me, you pussy. That's alright, I'm gonna find you. Let me repeat myself on what I just said a second ago, okay? There's auto-aiming in a game that's supposed to be a car combat for 4 in a row, bitch! 4 in a row. Auto-aiming in a game that's supposed to be inspired by arena-based first-person shooters like Unreal Tournament. And it's got auto-lock aiming. That's like making a game inspired by the third-person melee combat of God of War, but then making it 75% quick-time events. 5 in a row, bitch! And now I'm stuck. Shit. Like I said, that's like making a game inspired by the third-person melee combat of God of War, but then making it 75% quick-time events. Oh, wait a second, they did make that game. It's called Asura's Wrath. The graphics are decent for a downloadable game running on Unreal Engine 3, but still overall manages to look like something that should have come out 4 or 5 years ago. In fact, one of the maps seems to have been directly inspired by a map from Halo 3. And since the poor steering mechanic's gonna have you staring at fucking walls more than the rear bumper of your opponent anyway, that's not really saying a hell of a whole lot. The music only has a small handful of tracks, if that, none of which are memorable at all. The music does nothing to get the blood pumping, which is a must-have in this style of game. Additionally, the sound effects lack oomph. The gun sound effects make the gun sounds from the first Uncharted game sound deafening by comparison. And the engines sound little better than those of the most recent Hot Wheels title on the fucking Wii. Now look at this ghost town. I'm driving around. Where is everybody? And why does that look like the doors I was using earlier, but it doesn't open? What the fuck is up with this shit? Anyway, I can think of no reason why anyone who wants to spend more than 5 minutes with this game would find it in any way appealing. It's marketed towards the frag heads and Twisted Metal fanatics, and both are going to play one round, give their TV the fucking finger, and go back to Twisted Metal or Modern Warfare 3 before this game has even been deleted off their hard drive. Hardcore frag heads will hate the lack of gameplay types and the absolute joke of a class system, and car combat fans will rage over the horrible controls, lack of manual aiming, and utter lack of car customization features. Never mind the fact that it would seem most PS3 owners out there have been smart enough to avoid this joke of a game and have saved their money for more worthy titles, as it would appear that barely anyone is playing it anyway, thus relegating the majority of anyone's gameplay experience with this title to the empty, anemic wasteland of the single-player mode. Folks, there's just no nice way to say this. Wheels of Destruction World Tour is a derivative, undercooked mess of half-baked ideas that tries to be many things but fails at all of them. It tries to be Unreal Tournament, and it tries to be Twisted Metal, but it gives the player the thrills and tight, responsive gameplay of neither. It's a complete and total waste of fucking money. 6 months down the road, if this pops up as a freebie for PlayStation Plus members, I still would advise against downloading it. This game should be steered, and poorly I might fucking add, directly into the goddamn junkyard where it belongs. I give this game 0 stars out of 7. Where the fuck is everybody?